I'm Del from the band Pullback.
I'm Jake the Snake. I was drummer for Detroit punk rocker Tommy Trash 5 years.
And he's a Polak.
I'm Brown.
I'm having fun. I know she loves me because I'm her only son. Mama says
That is why this is the greatest alliance for prosperity and security, I think, between our two countries. That is why this is the greatest alliance for prosperity and security I think the world has ever seen. Whenever necessary, we absolutely backed each other up, and that's at the
Could you take on Russia by yourself?
Fuck no. You'll help me, won't you, Don?
Yeah, exactly.
You'll help
He's
me
coming
out.
to kiss his ass and all this. Oh, we're a team.
Yeah,
it's
we're
like,
a team. We're buddies.
we ain't no fucking team, you little fucking mooch. You
Like a
know?
little weasel.
Yeah.
Looks like a little weasel, doesn't it?
Yeah. The look on his face, man, says it all.
Oh, yeah. He looks like he shit himself, you know?
Yeah.
Don't want to tell anybody, or he farted and somebody smelled it.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Because we have been taken advantage of like no country has ever been taken advantage of. Thank you very much. And
look, we had a really good discussion, a productive discussion, a good discussion, as a result of which our teams are now going to be working together on an economic deal. Our teams are going to be working together on security in Ukraine. You mentioned Canada. I think you're trying to find a divide between us that doesn't exist. We're the closest of nations, and we had very good discussions today, but we didn't discuss Canada.
Are you saying did he say that he was close with Canada, or?
Well, I guess it sounds like a reporter asked about Canada because, you know, Trump wants to make it a state. And he's like, oh, I'm not going to answer that because you're just trying to, like, drive a wedge in between us, you know?
Yeah, well, we give Canada billions of dollars a year. Billions.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Yeah, they might as well become a fucking state.
Exactly.
Their army ain't shit, man.
You know they make their military buy their own helmets?
No shit.
Yeah.
God damn.
And
Cheap
dude, if they
motherfuckers.
became a state, their taxes would be lower, their housing costs would be lower,
Oh, hell
they'd
yeah.
make more money. Like,
Oh, yeah, their fucking taxes are outrageous over there, man.
yeah, dude, I was watching the guy who's running for prime minister there. He was saying they make half as much and their housing is double the cost.
Yeah.
That's insane,
It is,
man.
I watched a thing on that. It's fucking outrageous.
And Canada
man.
would be great for us because you know, most of it's uninhabitable. Like, people can't live there because it's too fucking cold. And that's perfect for data centers. Or that's like the new oil, you know, is data centers.
Yeah. Well, they're going to need them. The more AI and the more fucking computers and shit, you're going to need them data centers.
Right. And so Canada and Greenland are perfect for data centers. And, you know.
That's why Trump wants Greenland.
Well, that and I guess China's kind of surrounding Greenland, and you know, Denmark ain't gonna fight off China.
No, their army's worse than Canada.
I think you're trying to find a divide between us that doesn't exist. We're the closest of nations, and we had very good discussions today, but we didn't discuss Canada.
thank you.
You didn't want to hear that shit, man.
He's like, shut your fucking mouth.
That's basically what he told him.
Yeah, it's enough.
Yeah, he put him in his fucking place.
Very good discussions today, but we didn't discuss Canada.
Thank you.
Trump's got a lot of balls, man. I can't give him that. In other words, I don't want to hear any more of your fucking bullshit.
He's like, I'm in charge, bitch.
Yeah.
Like,
Please. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yes. Thank you. Because we have been.
What did that say? What did the clip say? What was the words on Trump?
Trump cuts off UK Prime Minister when he tries to defend Canada.
Yeah, Trump knows he's not too fond of the Canadian government, you know.
Pretty close. Pretty sharp.
Zelensky's a little fucker, ain't he?
Oh yeah, you haven't seen all the memes?
No.
There was one with him and Trump, and Zelensky was wearing a sweater and one of those like elf hat kind of things.
Oh yeah.
And Donald Trump was in the Home Alone movie for a brief second, and there's a meme of Zelensky, Trump, and the kid from Home Alone, and then Zelensky and Trump, and Zelensky and the kid are wearing the same outfit and they're the same size. Let me
Seems like
see
he's
if I
got
can-
that. He's got that little man syndrome, you know. Oh, that's fucking funny, man.
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you are
Mr.
not
President,
strong...
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the President for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military?
We have problems.
And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
Spend billions and billions and billions of dollars on them fuckers over there, man. You know.
Yeah, dude,
I'm tired of it.
It's cool seeing JD Vance go full force this.
That is trying to prevent the destruction of your country.
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't
God
know
bless.
that.
You will not have war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve it.
Ooh, they're putting him in his fucking place, man.
You know, I love this because, you know, my whole life, I haven't lived through too many presidents, you know. I mean, when I was born, I think Clinton was in.
Yeah.
And, but everything was just so diplomatic and bullshit, you know. It was just they'd go up there and just nothing held any weight. You know, it was just all bullshit, you know, and talking nicely.
Yeah.
And now it's like, no, we're going to talk how the fuck it is,
Well,
you know?
Can you imagine Kamala and Joe Biden talking to him? He'd say, blah, blah, and they say, okay, okay, yeah, we'll give you more money. Okay, yeah, okay. You know.
Well, they don't even talk to him; they just send it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I couldn't imagine them two talking to Zelensky. These guys are putting him right in his fucking place.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. It's like, don't fucking mouth off to us.
Yeah.
Don't bite the hand that feeds you, motherfucker.
No problem. Don't
Come here asking for billions and billions of dollars and all this shit, and then tell us what it's like. No.
tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly
this.
what
I'm not
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel.
He's disciplining him like a little boy.
Yeah.
You know? Like his parent. No. Look at the look on his face.
If
man.
we're helping you clean your room, then you're gonna listen.
Exactly.
You know?
Look at that look on his face. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, man.
We're going to feel very
you will
good.
Feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very
You
strong.
will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not
Mr.
in a good
Brown,
position.
I
You don't
was
have
in
the cards right now. With us, you start having
not playing
cards.
cards.
But right now, you
I'm
don't. Yeah,
very
you're playing
serious,
cards.
Mr. President.
You're
I'm
playing
very
cards.
serious.
You're
I'm
gambling
the
with the
president
lives
in
of
war.
millions of people.
You think-
You're gambling with World War III.
What do you think
You're gambling
about?
with
What do you
World
think
War
about?
III. And
You-
what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. It's
with
back
all
to
respect to
you.
your
Far
country.
more than a lot of people said
very
they
respect.
should have.
Have you said thank you once?
A lot
entire
of
meeting?
times.
No, in this
Even
entire
today.
meeting, you said thank you.
Even today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States
what
of
are you speaking
America
about?
and the president who's trying to save your country.
Ooh, man, that was fucking vicious. Man.
Yeah.
Vicious. Put him right in his fucking place. Man.
I love that.
He
Like,
seems like a little prick, you know?
yeah. Yeah.
A little prick, too.
Dude, I think somebody tweeted out, they said, it's awesome. No, it wasn't Elon. I can't remember who it was, though. They said, it's awesome. Trump is live streaming the presidency. And
Yeah.
we get to watch everything, you know?
And then the Democrats say it's not transparent. You know?
Yeah.
You couldn't be more fucking
The
transparent.
people who hid the president away for
Yeah.
fucking 4 years, you know?
Yeah.
Second
And my
question.
second question for President Zelensky. Do you ever, why don't you wear a suit? Why don't you wear a suit? You're the highest.
Ooh. Could you imagine being him right now? This might not
man,
be.
He feels like climbing under that fucking big chair, you know?
Yeah.
Just, he's little enough to hide under that chair, too.
He goes and crawls in one of the vases.
Or the fireplace
Yeah.
behind him. Lifts up the fucking screen and see if anybody's there.
Level in this country's office, and you refuse to wear a suit. Just want to see if you do. You own a suit?
Yeah, you have problems.
A lot of Americans have problems with
Can't afford one. I can't afford one. My country's too broke.
Well, we sent you billions. So
Yeah.
you
Can't even buy a fucking suit with all the billions we sent them.
I don't have such. I will wear a costume after this war will finish.
Okay.
Yes, maybe one,
Maybe something like this.
something like
Yes,
yours.
sir.
Yes,
That'd be great.
maybe something better. I don't know. We will see. Maybe something cheaper than yeah. Thank you. Thank you for.
To go to Salvation Army.
Second
And my
question.
second question for President Zelensky. Do you ever, why don't you wear a suit?
Okay.
Today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation.
And I wanted this on. Look, if you can get a ceasefire right now, I tell you.
Disagreements rather than trying to fight it out of the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're
Damn good chance of
We are
coming out
staying,
okay because of
Mr.
us.
President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from
Look
the
how
very
little he
beginning.
looks in that chair, man.
Yeah.
Looks like a little boy.
The war, we've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
You haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet.
Yeah.
And
Putin's probably even bigger than him.
Yeah.
Putin's a little guy too, if I'm not mistaken.
not only in this
We
cabinet.
gave you, through
I
this
said
stupid president, $350 billion.
You voted
We gave
for
you
your
military equipment.
You
And your
voted
men
for
are
your
brave, but
president.
they had to use our military.
What about
If
president?
you didn't have
You
our
invited
military
me.
equipment,
You invited
if
me.
you
You know, if you're asking for money and help so you don't get completely wiped out and destroyed, you know, I wouldn't be talking over them.
No. I'd be sucking their ass.
Yeah, Trump's getting pissed.
Oh, I know him.
And the-
JD's fucking real pissed.
Yeah, and you don't want to piss off the guy you're asking for
No.
billions of dollars, especially when your life is on the line,
Right.
you know?
didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3
Okay?
days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days, this is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course, yeah.
Well, Biden sent him all kinds of fucking missiles and fucking all kinds of shit, man. And like I said, besides the billions and billions and billions of dollars we sent him, man, you ought to be thankful. You ought to be
And then Biden authorized, once Trump said he could, get the war solved before he takes office,
right. I remember that.
then Biden authorized them to start using all the missiles
To
in
bomb
Russia.
In Russia, yeah, to send them over to Russia. Bomb
And he
Russia
should have
or-
said no.
exactly.
He shouldn't have. It's
Well,
ridiculous.
that fucked everything up right there.
Mhm.
It's gonna be a very hard thing to do business like this. I
Again,
tell you.
just say thank you.
I said a lot of
Accept
times
that there-
here
accept
to
that-
American people.
Accept that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out of the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're wrong.
I'm not sure what they're talking about. Did he go like to the American media? They were talking about Pennsylvania. Did he go there and talk bad about like Trump, the Trump administration?
Well,
or
JD says during the campaign, Zelensky went to Pennsylvania and was supporting Kamala.
that's what I thought. Okay, that's what I thought they were saying. I was just
See, I
wondering.
don't remember that.
I don't
but that's
either.
what they're
That's
saying.
why I was. That's why I asked you about it.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on.
I understand, sir.
I think it's
I
very
understand.
important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the
I'm
cards.
thankful.
You're buried there. Your people are dying.
tell you
You're
again,
running
I
low
know.
on soldiers.
Don't-
Listen,
don't, please,
you're running
Mr.
low on
President.
soldiers. It would be a damn good thing.
Mr.
And then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I want this. Look, if you can get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop killing
Of
you.
course we want to stop the war.
But you're saying you don't want a
But I
ceasefire?
said to you,
I want a
with
ceasefire.
guarantees.
Because you get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our
She's not enjoying this. I don't know. Well, man, it must be really uncomfortable in there, man.
Oh yeah.
People about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't
Doesn't
with
matter for
me.
you what
That wasn't with me.
How the fuck can you say that?
Do you think she's shaking her head at Trump or Zelensky?
Zelensky, I would say, but maybe it's hard to say.
Yeah.
That was with a guy named Biden who was not a smart person.
That was your president. It was your president.
Excuse me, that was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those things. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is, Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You gotta be more thankful, because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards, but without us, you don't have any cards.
One more question.
I do like your clothing, really.
Yeah, really?
Even though I think he's a great guy, by the way. But I don't know if you two like each other, but you know what? I think
No,
I think he's
I like this guy. I don't.
The guy that said the
reporter?
suits.
Yeah, the reporter. Yeah.
if you two like each other, but you know what? I think he's dressed. I think he's dressed
I like this guy. I don't.
I think he's dressed beautiful.
So
I do like your clothes.
And that kind of would be irritating, you know, because Trump has a reason to get on his ass. And maybe like the people around are just like, well, I'm going to jump in too.
Yeah,
you know?
oh, yeah. Get a dig in while he's getting his.
Yeah. That probably doesn't do anything good, you know?
This thing over with. You see the hatred he's got for Putin. It's very tough for me to make a deal with that kind of hate. He's got tremendous hatred. And I understand that, but I can tell you the other side isn't exactly in love with, you know.
You got to put your hate and emotion aside when you're trying to make a deal, man. You just can't do it on emotion.
Well,
you got to think about the whole fucking thing. Think about your people, the people in your country, your soldiers that are getting killed every day.
Like your job is to take care of your country.
Exactly.
And if you're just like, I was watching videos, there used to be videos of you know, because they were just running out of people, everyone's getting killed. They're fucking just forcing men off the street and pushing them into vans to go fight. It's like, and I don't know, man.
You're looking at that dumb look on his face there, man. I mean, he's a dick, and a dumb dick at that, man.
Yeah, I would hate to be a Ukrainian right now.
Well, me too.
You know, him either. So it's not a question of alignment. I'm aligned with the world. I want to get the thing set. I'm aligned with Europe. I want to see if we can get this thing done. You want me to be tough? I could be tougher than any human being you've ever seen. I'd be so tough. But you're never going to get a deal that way, so that's the way it goes. All right, one more question.
Hey, I will respond to this. So look, for 4 years in the United States of America, we had a president who stood up at press conferences and talked tough about Vladimir Putin, and then Putin invaded Ukraine and destroyed a significant chunk of the country. The path to peace and the path to prosperity is maybe engaging in diplomacy. We tried the pathway of Joe Biden of thumping our chest and pretending that the President of the United States' words mattered more than the President of the United States' actions. What makes America a good country is America engaging in diplomacy. That's what President Trump is doing.
can I ask you?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So he occupied our parts, big parts of Ukraine, part of East and Crimea. So he occupied it on 2014. So during a lot of years, so I'm not speaking about just Biden, but those time was Obama, then President Obama, then President Trump, then President Biden, now the President Trump, and God bless, now President Trump will stop him. But during 2014, nobody stopped him. He just occupied and took. He killed people, you know?
I don't mean to, that reminded me, 2014, I was getting my cigarettes from Ukraine. They were like $7 a carton or $6 a carton. And they were good cigarettes too, man. And they tasted good and all that shit. And then when that shit started, I couldn't buy them anymore, man.
Fucking Obama ruined everything,
Yeah,
letting Russia
and I
fucking come in.
I start paying $13 or $14 a carton here. Man, they were good cigarettes too, man.
Man, I pay $130 a carton.
Damn.
What the contact
2015.
2014.
2014 and 2014.
2014.
Yeah. So
I was not here.
Yeah, but
That's exactly right.
Yes,
got one on
but
Trump.
during
No, but Trump wasn't president then.
Right.
You know? The
Well,
only time...
that's what he's saying. I got you.
Yeah. The only time he wasn't getting invaded is when Trump was in
I know.
office, you know?
2014 till 2022, the situation the same. The people have been dying on the contact line. Nobody stopped him. You know that we had conversations with him, a lot of conversation, my bilateral conversation, and we signed with him, me, like a new president. In 2019, I signed with him the deal. I signed with him, Macron and Merkel, we signed ceasefire. All of them told me that he will never go. We signed him with gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broken this ceasefire. He killed our people and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems?
In that part. Shit's crazy, man.
And he should be sucking their ass, you know?
But he should be swallowing his pride and trying to stop people from dying.
Yeah.
You know?
And like you said, he's like a Wookiee. He's going off his emotions, man.
Yeah.
You can't fucking do that. You got your people in your country to think about, man.
I don't really think it's pride. I think he's getting funneled money.
Well, you bet your ass he's getting a lot of this fucking money that we're sending over there, all these billions and billions
to buy turtlenecks.
You know goddamn well he's sticking his fucking pockets and he's sticking it in his socks and down his fucking. He's putting a rubber band around his pant leg and stuffing it down his fucking pant legs, back pockets. He got big.
I bet you if we didn't send him that money, he'd be even shorter.
Yeah, he got fucking. Sticking in his underwear, balls down there. Oh, you gained weight, Zelensky. Well, no. I gained weight. Yeah, I gained weight. And he takes all that fucking money out of everywhere. That fucker's got money all over from us, man. Little prick.
Yeah, how much can be trimmed and how much? Just because people have jobs doing bullshit doesn't mean your tax dollar should pay for this bullshit.
Yes. We found just with a basic search of the Social Security database that there were 20 million dead people marked as alive.
Yeah.
But were they getting money?
Some of them were getting money.
What percentage of them?
It isn't clear. We're actually trying to run this through. I was trying to get an answer right before the show. What it looks like is that most of the fraud is not coming from Social Security payments directly, but because they're marked as alive in the Social Security database, that they can get disability, unemployment, sort of fake medical payments and other things because they're marked as alive in the Social Security database. So it looks like it's a bank. The fraud is a bank shot essentially. The bank shot into Social Security. They just do an "Are you alive?" check and then get fraudulent payments from every other part of the government.
Oh,
yeah. And this exploits the fundamental weakness in the government is that the various government databases, they don't talk to each other. So they talk to each other very poorly in a very limited way. So the way that the system gets exploited is by taking advantage of the poor communication between the various databases in the government.
The gold is in Fort Knox. Do you think that all the gold is in?
They're talking Grok. On unhinged mode.
Okay.
Or there's so many different modes, but one of them just talks shit.
Okay, what's the unhinged mode? What's that one?
It just talks shit to you.
Oh, okay.
Fort Knox.
Do I think all the gold is in Fort Knox?
Yes.
Are you a fucking conspiracy theorist?
Yes. What are you doing? He's really there.
All the pain, the aggression, the sorrow, packaged into one can.